What's good, YouTube? Make sure you check out my website, analysisplayground.com. There you can find NBA tributes, NBA breakdowns, and NBA highlights and everything that you need exclusively only on analysisplayground.com, including Hot Topic. Also, remember, it'll be in the links, will be in the description in the comment section below. So make sure you click them. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video up on David Lee. He signed a 2-year deal with the San Antonio Spurs. He's one of those players that have a lot of talent left, but he couldn't find the right role. There's a lot of teams that look for players like him. He also is a guy that can still score. He still can post up. He's still a great passer in the pick and roll. He's still a good mid-range shooter. He's just a player that he got injured he's a player that got injured and people see him less of what he really still brings to the table. So now he has to have a lesser role than what he actually deserved. But it's actually better for him because now he's in that ring chaser mode. He don't really have to play hard. He don't really have to get that much minutes. He just have to play his role and know his role real well and just find ways to get decent amount of minutes to still be happy while still getting a chance to win the championship. Even though he already won one with Golden State, everything in his career is already done. He already been the All-Star. That's the peak of his career. He already won a championship. So now it's just time for him to to win more championships and hopefully be a very good player on the team that can help them reach that next level. But I think David Lee got a lot of left in the tank. He just haven't had the opportunity to really do anything beyond be a bench player. But he's not going to have the opportunity here unless somebody get injured. He's a great pickup because they need a backup for Paul Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge because he's a great passer and a great post-up player, and he's a great pick-and-roll player just like LaMarcus and Paul Gasol. So if one of those get injured, they got an injury policy basically, like insurance. It's like if one of our star big men get injured, we have somebody to come in and still have the same effectiveness as them. Yet he's not as good as them, but he's still he's not as bad. He's better than David West is what I'm saying. So he's actually like an upgrade. He's a better passer than West. He's a better shooter than me. He's a better post-up player. He's a decent free throw shooter. So David Lee is a huge upgrade for the bench. The team already looks pretty good. They ain't really need this. They got Kyle Anderson. They got David Lee now. They got Kevin Martin. They got Jonathan Simmons. They got Patty Mills. They got Danny Green. They got Paul Gasol. They got Kawhi Leonard. They got pretty much everything they need to win a championship already. They got the cutters. They got the finishers and Dejounte Murray, Kawhi Leonard, and Tony Parker and Andre Miller. They got the shooters and Patty Mills and Kevin Martin. And then Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard is a decent shooter too. They still got Manu Ginobili coming off that bench. Patty Mills is a knockdown shooter too. Jonathan Simmons is a good defender and a guy that play with a lot of hustle and a lot of fight. I like what this roster is. I like how it is already. But they still adding more talent to go more deeper into the playoffs. They got beat by OKC, but adding Paul Gasol, a double-double machine, and LaMarcus Aldridge is a double-double machine. They shouldn't get beat on the boards like they did last year. They match up good against the Cavs if they had to play them in the finals. I think they can beat them in a 7-game series, probably in 6 games. But the problem is going to be with Golden State. Can they score enough points to stay with the Golden State Warriors? I think they can slow the Warriors down. We seen that last year when they went against the Warriors had scored less than 100 points in each of the games. So I think it'll be a fair series because they can slow down the Warriors. Can they outscore the Warriors? It might be hard to do that, but they can slow them down and make them play a grind game, which works into the Spurs' favor. And they have the shooters and everything, like I said, to match up with the Warriors and be able to lock down. And they can also run Jonathan Simmons as a point guard and let the offense run through Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus and Paul Gasol and pick and rolls and stuff, and then the post. So that way Jonathan Simmons can guard Steph, so they can have Steph, Danny Green, and Jonathan Simmons, Danny Green, and Kawhi Leonard guarding Steph, Clay, and Draymond, or even KD, and just have LaMarcus guard Draymond. So, because he actually is mobile. So I think that's a pretty good fit for them is David Lee. And I like the roster. I think they're the best team in the NBA on paper besides the Warriors. I think this championship going to go down between the Warriors and the Spurs. Whoever win that series is the team that's going to win the championship. Unless the Cavs make some more moves that can move them up, I think it's going to be between the Spurs and the Warriors that's going to win the championship this year because they got the most complete rosters and they actually have the best players available on the roster. So I think it's going to be hard for them to lose this season unless they beat each other or an injury occur or even a trade in the mid-season or in the off-season come. I don't really see nobody beating those two teams. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. This your boy Quinn Wade. Also check out my website, analysisplayground.com. There you can find the Derrick Rose coming up. The tribute to the legends, Michael Jordan and Kareem, is coming up. Also, you got uh, some highlights. I'm trying to partner up with some people. So if you do highlight videos, I can pay you to give me the highlights and I just broadcast over them. So I want to have like updated games. Like every time somebody go for 30 or 20 and 10, I want to have a process where you send me the highlights and I just commentate over on how they got the points and how they got the assists. So like if they have a big game, because you know every day in the NBA is a big game. So if you do highlights, hit me up so I can do a partnership with them and get the highlights from you guys, and I can just commentate over them, and it'll be a fair deal to me. Let me know what you guys think.